Welcome to 30 Days. It's that time again for day number 23 with Starcraft Wings of Liberty Beta here on Quad V. Today, in day number 23, we have Drewbie versus DIMAGA, the Ukrainian versus the Canadian, as on Metalopolis, which should in fact be interesting. I'm really curious on what these two players are going to be throwing against one another in the next couple of minutes, but I'm sure that you yourself are waiting, very, very keenly on to figure out what is going on here. As my PC seems to have slowed down a little bit here. Come on, little guy. Push! Push! I can see the head! There we go. We go here. DIMAGA, of course, coming out as the Zerg here on Metalopolis. On the other side, we got Drewbie as the Terran. And they're spawned really, really close to one another, as DIMAGA is already sending out his Overlord in exactly the correct direction, which is great for him, considering he will be able to scout out very early on what the Drewbie is up to. And Drewbie, well, knowing that he's Terran, he knows that he needs to get those Helions out as fast as he possibly can to try and get in towards DIMAGA's base. DIMAGA, however, due to the placement of his hatchery, will have an easy time trying to get his queen right on top of his ramp, make sure that none of these Helions get in. And that is important on that front. We do have the cocoons being built right now, so we'll have to see what both sides are up to. Both sides, no, not really doing anything. We have DIMAGA just getting ahead in the APM and all that, but it's really not information that's really relevant at this point. And Drewbie, well, he's just happily getting his SCVs underway. And so, let's see, are we seeing? No, we don't see a pool just yet. We'll see here. A 14 pool, I'm going to guess, with this drone right here. It does appear to be... No, he's actually going to use that to scout out. Or maybe rush in a second hatchery. Well, no, not just yet. But he is slowly getting forward now as well. Trying to get on towards that 14 pool. And building up his units. So far, though, DIMAGA still moving out with his Overlord. He knows where to find Drewbie. But he won't be able to scout him out just yet. The SCV is actually going... Drewbie does not realize... Ooh, we have a hatchery right on top of the... ooh, that's a very fast hatchery right on top of the high yield. That is ballsy, to say the least. Plopping that hatchery down right there. That is very, very, very early, and that will stretch his economy out significantly. He's already getting his queen up, though. He needs to get that soon. He's already got his first pool being built in the back. Nice placement there. We'll be able to use his, be able to defend early on. But now it's just a question whether or not this SCV will realize, if Drewbie realizes that there is in fact a pool up here. And no, he doesn't.
Complete.
That is a little bit annoying for him. He's already got his barracks up as well as the orbital command ready to rock and roll. And he's got himself a nice little mule being called down already. So he'll be able to get those extra minerals really, really quickly. He's already building his first factory, so expect those Helions to come out. And there's the queen that I was talking about earlier. Queen is coming out. It's a little bit slow, though. Let me see if I can find a fix on it. Where is he building the queen? He's not on the second hatchery, but he's already starting to build a lot of drones there, as you need to very, very early on in the game. But that queen needs to get out towards this on this ramp as fast as he can, getting those creep tumors out, because those Helions are not going to survive very long versus the Zerglings are not going to survive for very long versus the Helions. They'll just get fried where they stand, which is very problematic for the Zerglings. As let's see what we're up to. Factory, Helions, go, go, go. Not being built as yet, as we have metabolic boost being researched already. It will make those Zerglings a lot quicker. As the factory is actually putting the reactor on towards the factory. Is he going to actually go for double Helions? Yes, he will. Double Helions being popped up. We'll be able to build a crap ton of those very, very early, but he still has not scouted out this second hatchery and the queen on the high yield, and that could be his undoing. You know, he simply does not know that it's there, and there's already queen up here. Getting those creep tumors up on his round will make it even more easy to defend. But in combination with these Zerglings that have, well, they don't have their metabolic boost on them just yet. No, they're being researched right now, but it'll make him a lot quicker and maybe able to make sure that he can actually well, surround those Helions a lot quicker, because the Helions are fairly weak compared to well, the speed and aggressiveness of the Zerglings. We do, however, have a starport being built right now. Let's see where it is. It is right here. as I was looking at it. Very, very straight on. And he's already got himself a command center being built, and 2 more barracks at least. No, he's just deploying this barracks area here. Leaving the ramp for what it is. But the Helions are coming out now. Where is he going to move these all out? Moving towards... No, he's just switching sides. Right on top of the reactor. So now 2 medevacs, perhaps, or Vikings? What are we going to see? He could go for Viking. No, he is going for Vikings. That is interesting. He's expecting Mutalisks. He is, in fact, expecting Mutalisks to be used because, well, Vikings did get nerfed slightly in the latest patch, making their ground attack a little bit less powerful. We do have our hatchery being morphed in towards a lair, so that'll make that will make this this base even more powerful. With more eggs and everything else about to be plopped out, and we have 2 queens actually here as well. That is curious. Oh wait, well we have this Elion's figured out where it was. Oh, look at all these Zerglings. They're right on top of the base here, and we do have a spine crawler now as well as this queen. But these Zerglings were a little bit too much. Let's see how many units he did lose. We have 26 of SCVs versus 27 drones, and we have, however, a Spire being queued up right now by DIMAGA, who's looking to make his. Well, he's got a lot of. Well, he's got 40 Zerglings already. That is a significant force right there, and he's building pneumatic carapace as well. Carapace, my apologies. That is interesting. Maybe he'll try to go for ventral sacks later on, and try to drop units in the base. But we have these queens. Yeah, they're trying to take down these Vikings as they stand. As they do get away, and make sure that these overlords do not perish around that area. We have Marauders being built now as well. They'll do nicely if they have that concussive shell upgrade on them. Let's see, we have more reactors as well as a tech lab being built up. So maybe more Marauders and this reactor. We're building a tech lab and a reactor being built on both. So I'm going to guess that these factory and the barracks are going to switch around shortly, unless he's going for siege tanks. But more Vikings now coming out. As we have flyer weapons as well as an evolution chamber, an infestor pit being built as well. Look at that, 3 queens. 3 queens to defend versus those Vikings. That is significant right there. Those Vikings, they are there, and the queens are moving forward. Let's see whether or not these Vikings, oh, they are on the ground. They're not going to survive very long versus those queens. There we go. Oh, this queen actually managed to survive very, very quickly, and actually managed to take down these queens. Nice micro there. As they did get, they used transfusion. As the Vikings get away with no kills whatsoever and losing 2 of the Vikings. So his rating so far is not going too well. Not going too well. What's so far for Drewbie? As DIMAGA's micro is a little bit overstretching, and he's building creep tumors everywhere, making sure that those queens can move out very, very quickly if they need to. And he's got himself an infestation pit, and although he does get scanned out now, and there's another queen, as well as a baneling nest, and we have a lot of Zerglings. How many Zerglings do we have? That's a lot. That is a significant amount of Zerglings. Are they going to morph them all into towards banelings? That would be interesting. We still have this high yield being plowed out by DIMAGA very, very quickly, and we have these Mutalisks coming around as well. Just scanning around, see what they can find, but these Vikings are there as well, so these muties won't survive very long. Well, that's the Mutalisk down. As the Vikings continue to patrol, but in the meantime, we'll have to see what is going to happen. We have combat shields and stim packs, so expect a full infantry army here from Drewbie. Those stim packs on the Marauders. Well, he's not got concussive shells just yet. It's curious. You'd think they want to do that, but he's got a lot of barracks. A lot of barracks indeed. And there we go. Ventral sacks being researched now. On towards the hatchery. And the lair even. Maybe. Oh, we have corruptors as well. Will we see broodlords? Will we see broodlords? I don't think we will just yet. Does that means a greater spire, doesn't it? I think it does. Where's that spire? Where's that spire? Oh, there it is. That's being morphed into a greater spire right now. So expect those brood corruptors being changed in towards brood lords very, very soon. Because that is, at this point, is the goal of DIMAGA. Meanwhile, we have another command center being built by Drewbie. He's looking to expand his base. Although, hello, there's Zerglings there. I don't think those Zerglings are going to survive very long, and he's actually running them away. Ooh, Ultralisks! We have Ultralisks being produced now. Ooh, Ultralisks. Would he dare? Would he dare drop Ultralisks in the base? How many does he have right now, then? And he's got 5 queens, 4 corruptors. So, yeah, and he's morphing into towards broodlords. Was to be predicted, as well as 3 banelings now. His Helion is going right now, and he's finding this hatchery already. So we should not have much issue trying to take that down. But we have a significant army. Oh, look at that. Those medevacs will have no issue healing up all of these units. The creep tumors do go down. Where are the Ultralisks? There are the Ultralisks. See a large amount of troops. Look at all that creep. That is a lot of creep. Where are the Ultralisks? So there are the Brood Lords. And they'll have to meet up with the rest of the units. There is another Queen. But Ultralisks versus infantry will be very, very strong. We should have no issue trying to get that out. We have the Ultralisk Cavern is now going for plating as well, so just making sure that those Ultralisks are even stronger than they already are, because they are walking tanks. They are the mammoth tank of Starcraft. Ooh, we have this Marauder drop in the back of the base, trying to go after these drones as fast as he can. Let's see if whether or not these queens are going to move in. Yeah, there is. No, we haven't. Oh, the Ultralisks are actually moving in. Oh, those Marauders are going to die. They do take down the spawning pool, though, as these Ultralisks are getting eviscerated where they stand. Look at that. That is one huge beast. That is one massive Ultralisk right there. And now Drewbie knows that he is against Ultralisks, and he will need to counter. And he has got himself siege tanks, and he's going for infantry weapons. We do, however, have this a little bit of a drop situation going on here, with these siege tanks trying to go in, with these overlords trying to drop banelings in the base, but that didn't work out very well. Do we have an infested Terran in there? No, we don't. We do have stim-packed units. They're trying to heal things up. Well, we have 2 Ultralisks being dropped in the back of the base, but this massive force of Marauders is too much, and the Ultralisks will have to fall back, being scouted out as we go. And look at that. That is a huge army. Oh, look at all those medevacs. That is massive, massive, massive army right here. I should have no issue trying to counter anything that comes their way. As, this army will no doubt go around and try to take out as many expansions as they can, as these medevacs are all over the place, healing up units as they go. As we have 4 or 5 Ultralisks, as well as an Infestor. But as Infestor versus that siege tank. Does he have siege tank? No, he does not have siege tank technology just yet, and he's going after this hatchery, so it's not going to survive very long. Those concussive shells are just a little bit of chunks. Oh, hello! So all of the units are trying to go in. Oh, look at those Ultralisks! Oh my god! He's absolutely annihilating! Absolutely annihilating everything that is there! Oh, wow! As that massive damage comes in from the Ultralisks, as all of the units try to get in, and a huge amount of the infantry does go down. Look at that damage those Ultralisks did. The Marauders are still too strong though, with all these medevacs in tow. But wow, they cut through that line like nothing. Impressive work there with those Ultralisks, even though there's only 5 of them. I did manage to do massive damage towards the troops, and now it's just these medevacs remaining as they evac, or should I say medevac, their troops out of there. Look at those Marauders, they don't have no health remaining. And there come the Corruptors. And they're not doing anything, as the Zerglings are going to finish these units off. But that was ridiculous. ridiculous to say the least, as we have more Ultralisks now. And once again, in combination with those Brood Lords, should not have any issue trying to take down these units. But it were frenzied Ultralisks that they were up against. As once again, these Ultralisks are trying to get in towards the lines of all of these infantry units. As the Zerg has returned. The Brood Lords are just casually getting in there. They need to get the Infestors in towards that Viking. The Viking do go down. As again, the Ultralisks are just absolutely slashing through the ranks here, having no issue whatsoever taking out all of these Marauders, and the Zerglings do the rest. As all of these units are getting absolutely torn apart by DIMAGA, whose Ultralisks are just too much, and who are cutting the base to bits, with these Corruptors and Brood Lords in tow. And it's just these medevacs. Yeah, Drewbie calls good game. Cannot hold the onslaught of the go against the onslaught of the Brood Lords combined with the Ultralisks, as well as that massive army of infantry that he lost early on. Really did him in for, as those frenzied Ultralisks were just too much to handle, as they cut through anything that were in their way very, very, very fast. Regardless, though, this has been day number 23 here on Quad V for 30 days of StarCraft. Don't go anywhere, as right up in the list is also day number 23 of 30 Days of Warcraft. So be sure to check that out as well. In the meanwhile, after you've watched his VOD, be sure to drop your comments in below, whether or not you're on quadv.com and or YouTube. And I'll be looking forward to see your feedback very, very, very shortly. In the meanwhile, though, if you don't go and watch Warcraft, that's fine by me. But if not, well, I'll see you tomorrow. Everybody, good night.